welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, an April Fool's Day edition. Glad to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. You look at the Spurs, if the postseason were to start today, they'd be the 7th seed.
Right now for the Spurs, they're in a precarious spot. If the season ended today, they'd be in the play-in tournament. So you know they'd love to rack up some wins and avoid that scenario.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. We've got Paul George, and it's Kemp in at the 4. And for San Antonio, they've got Ja-Morant, and it's Wade in at the 2. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Now here's Morant. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. The hook shot. Kemp with the rebound. Outside Hardaway. It's George on the wing. And it's Ja-Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Outside Hardaway. Puts one up from 19, and it's good for 2.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Marion. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Now Hardaway. George scanning the floor. Here's Kemp, hounded by Morant. Fades away. Kemp, good.
Love when Kemp looks to take these types of shots, proving he can hurt defenses from the mid-range as well as at the rim.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Wade. Second shot opportunity. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Edwards. And he lays it up and in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's San Antonio now. Still without a basket in the game. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by George.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Pass to Kemp. And here's Edwards. Now George. Rebound San Antonio.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Here's Wade. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
Edwards, the pass to Olajuwon. Got a hand on it, and they'll get another chance.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Orlando shooting their first free throws here for the night.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Kemp's combination of strength and athleticism, amazing. He is a walking highlight.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Knocks it down from distance.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Pass to Wade, and he lobs it up.
And Abdul-Jabbar makes alley-oops look easy, effortless, throwing his way, and he uses that long reach and nice bounce to slam it home.
Now here's George. Down low.
And, you know, this speaks looking to punch it off the alley-oop.
Pass to Marion. They set a pick. Fires the 3. Kemp with a rebound. Magic leading by 7. George for 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Here's Wade, guarded by Edwards. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Morant. Here's Wade. He's been contributing over 15 a game. And he gets the bucket.
Wade catching them off guard that time with a nice dribble move.
Pass to Kemp. George outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
17-foot shot on the way. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Can't connect from short range.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. To the wing, right side. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Here's Kemp. Orlando again missing. Marion passes to Morant. Out to the wing. Pass to Wade. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Wade's got 7 points.
Wade looking very relaxed and comfortable firing off the catch right there.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, "I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything." And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, "I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Griffin, he's checked in for San Antonio. Orlando making a switch here. And a quick check of the 2K leaderboard. Here are the toughest defenses to score against. Orlando, 3rd.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Here's Wilkins. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Kemp. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Inside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Got a piece of it.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Kemp. And here's Edwards. Here's Olajuwon. 2 on the clock to win the drought. Not going to go that time. Griffin against Edwards. Griffin passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Deflected!
Long arms and quick reflexes from Kemp allow him to get all over that shot there.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
Now here's Edwards. 15 in his last outing. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And you mentioned the great job they did limiting their opponent's scoring. I think that stat is a credit to the team effort they put in on the defensive end. Everyone contributes. Cunningham's checked in for Orlando. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Cannot afford to give Abdur-Rahim prime-time real estate inside, because he's dunking it on top of your head if you do.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from fearless forays to the rim.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
From deep, Morant. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Magic trail by 3. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Olajuwon passes to Wilkins. Kicks it out to Cunningham. And stolen by Morant. Here's Wade. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I like when Morant is this active on defense, because he's capable of coming away with steals.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Orlando. Hardaway comes in for Anthony Edwards. All right, a chance to check out stats for Paul George.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Outside Hardaway, pass to Olajuwon. Now Cunningham. Six to shoot. Outside Hardaway. That three's off the mark.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here's Wilkins to the left side wing. Here's Olajuwon. Still no points. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look, when Olajuwon has the ball inside, there's not a lot you can do. He is extremely gifted in close.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Boy, the human highlight film. Wilkins that time crushing it off the dribble.
Pass to Day. Three-pointer. Buries it from three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
1:16 left in the first quarter here. And, yep, it's good. Olajuwon's gotten his second bucket.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Griffin outside. Here's Wade. He's got 9. Back to Griffin. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with the rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Hey, you know, court vision is a strength for Sabonis. Actually, it's in his DNA. His dad was a great passer, too.
Here's Wade. He's watched by Cunningham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Orlando making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. He does not get the second one.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wilkins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Pass to Hardaway for 3. That one no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Spurs. They lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your 3-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Griffin, and it's Dang in at the 3, a small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
At this stage in his career, Griffin brings with him a deep arsenal of moves inside.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Wilkins. Back to Hardaway. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Wilkins can't hit. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Elliott. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Comes off the front of the rim. Orlando trailing here. Sabonis, the pass to Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Aldridge left side. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. And we're a little over 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. With the fadeaway. And no good trying to use the glass.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Releases. And it's Cunningham missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
The kick out to Griffin. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. Nails the hook. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8.
You don't see the hook shot too often these days, but hey, it can be so effective.
To get back on track, Cunningham finds Sabonis. And here's Hardaway. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And Aldridge with the slam.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down, but sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. George, he's checked in for Cunningham. And the 2K leaderboard showing us the assist leaders over the last month. San Antonio with the ball. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's guarded by Sabonis. Clock is at 3. Here's Dang. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Wilkins. Kicks it to George. Now here's Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Marion. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Sabonis. George outside. There's the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis.
Effortless for George, that quick release of his.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Here's Wilkins. Hardaway on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to George. And he misses the go-ahead basket. San Antonio has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Here's Marion. Still without a bucket. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Now Griffin. Defended by Hardaway. From deep, Harper. San Antonio again missing. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. George for 3, and another 3 for Orlando.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. checked in for San Antonio. Morant comes in for Harper. As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at the Magic, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
And looking at Orlando, they've really set the standard in their conference, on track to claim home court advantage in the playoffs. They feel this is their year, and you know what? They may be right.
Now here's Morant. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Marion misses.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Kicks it out to Hardaway. Outside Edwards. Here's the floater. And he stays with it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Brian, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. Orlando leading by 3. Hardaway on the wing. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
And they're sitting at number 2 in the NBA in field goal percentage. They've got a smart offensive system in place. You won't see them forcing shots too often.
And their scoring average is the big one, if you ask me. It hasn't mattered what defense they're facing on any given night. They can fill it up against everybody. And San Antonio making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in. San Antonio again can't hit. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Now Morant. Here's Wade. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Outside Edwards. From the arc. The rebound by the Spurs.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a 3-point game. Pass to George. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Griffin. And Cunningham pulls it down. Orlando leading by 3. Here's Wilkins. And here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Blake Griffin picks one up. Well, it's no surprise Edwards has a football background, Clark. Just look at him.
Yeah, he is well put together, B.A. No question he could handle himself on the gridiron. You know, early on, he thought that would be his path. He's mentioned playing it professionally someday. How about that? I don't think it's a great idea, but interesting that he would even broach it. But if anybody could pull it off, he might be the guy.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass. Wreaking havoc on the boards, extra opportunities, plenty the way the game is played now.
And here are the Magic now. They're on a 12-4 run. George passes to Edwards. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Pass to Wade. Here's Marion. Back to Wade. With some arc. Cunningham with some nice D. Magic leading by 5. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Some of the league's impact players, the top three-point shooters at small forward. In the third spot, Paul George.
And if you're trying to defend anyone on that list, you have a dilemma. Do you crowd the guy on the perimeter and potentially give up the blow-by, or do you give up the three?
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Outside Morant. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. And too long on the shot.
They have exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Morant. To the middle. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Orlando ball.
Here's Hardaway. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Here's Olajuwon. George passes to Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the paint. Here's Marion. He's scoreless. George outside. Orlando again missing.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, so hard to guard Ja. I mean, he can beat you in so many ways.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And so he hits both.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Here's Orlando. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Hardaway. And stolen by Morant. Here's Wade. And that one is hammered home.
Refusing to let anybody get in his way. That was a physical man's jam by Wade.
Hardaway, the pass to Kim. Lets a floater go. And the layup is good. Kim's got 10 points.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Outside Morant. Pass to Marion. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Blocked! Morant against Hardaway. Kim laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Right now, Kemp is rolling. He's built a lot of positive momentum for himself on the offensive end.
Back to Morant. 34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Magic. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Left side, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Marion.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
George with a steal. And so it's Orlando closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Speaking with Jamal Mosley, Coach, I know you told your team before the game, let's be ourselves. Keep doing what we've been doing. So far, so good?
That was it. We've been here for a reason. Like, we've done it all year long by playing together, playing as a team, playing as a unit, defending at a high level. And these guys, that's what we need to do more of.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Orlando Magic.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
Well, we could give you plenty of highlights, but a lot of substance, too. He's moving the needle for his team.
And normally I do favor the big man, but I will admit he's worth the price of admission.
When was the last time you paid to get in the game?
I pay all the time with my face.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Orlando leading by 7. Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's George in at the small forward position.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Wade, 6 to shoot. Over Edwards. No good off the glass. Magic shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Tries the 9-footer. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 11.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Over to the left wing. Marion passes to Wade. Orlando with the rebound. Olajuwon's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Spurs. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And Abdul-Rahim is a talented big man. I mean, a volume shooter who has no problem carrying the load on offense.
Picked it out of midair. On the wing, Wade. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Looking to get it going. Orlando with the rebound.
If he were just a touch more efficient tonight, I think the score would look a lot different.
Edwards, no good.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Outside Edwards. Back to Hardaway. George outside. Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Give him 8. Blocked! Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Spurs trail by 6. There's the drive. Marion passes to Abdul-Rahim. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Morant, the pass to Marion. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Count that one. Wade's got 16 points now.
Well, it's obvious Wade loves the mid-range, and the mid-range loves him back. He's got just the right release for that distance.
Orlando moving the ball around. They set the pick. And George with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Wade. He's got 16. To the wing on the left. George with a steal. Inside. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Yeah, and Kemp is well known for his dunking ability. I mean, you have to keep him out of the paint or he's going to posterize you.
Pass to Marion. Back to Morant. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Here's Wade. Over Edwards. Wade misses.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
That's good from George. Now here's Morant. He's got 5. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
And if you turn the ball over when you play this team, you're going to regret it. They just have a knack for knowing how to capitalize off other teams' mistakes.
Wade, the pass to Marion. Outside Morant. Over to the wing. A shot to stop the run. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, you see the toughness and the instincts of Jabbar. I mean, always a threat for these second chance opportunities.
Edwards with it. Give him 8. George in the post. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. And again, it's Orlando converting. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 11. Now they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Marion. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 to shoot. Abdul-Rahim passes to Morant. Three-pointer, no good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to George. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And you also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
And he makes the first.
What Hakeem provides for his team is a rock-solid foundation. They can rely on him on both ends and build schemes around his talents.
Griffin, he's checked in for San Antonio. That one misses. Spurs trail by 12. Pass to Morant. Here's Wade. Outside Morant. Screen by Griffin. Morant, no good. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Edwards. Kemp controls the rebound and the putback. And the Magic lead by 14.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Griffin. To the inside. Here's Wade. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Wade is simply one of the very best in the league at drawing fouls.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Magic leading by 12. And here's Hardaway. Outside Edwards. Here's Olajuwon. To the middle. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Hey, best of luck trying to slow Hakeem down. Going up for a full-strength power jam.
Here's Wade. 18 points for him. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
With a strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Edwards. Launches a three. Ja Morant grabs the miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Wilkins. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Boy, Neek gets so much lift on that jump shot, it's really hard for any defender to affect his shot.
Griffin outside. Pass to Wade. Down low. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Wilkins with a rebound. Magic leading by 14. Outside Hardaway. Here's Wilkins. Inside. Here's Olajuwon. He's got 7. There's the screen. For 3, Hardaway. Rebound by San Antonio. To the paint. Here's Griffin. Good D by Hardaway. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Kemp. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Spurs. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Wade. San Antonio moving the ball. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish!
Yeah, I don't think you can allow Abdul-Jabbar to get ideal position inside, because if you do, he's dunking it all over you.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Wilkins.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. Here's Olajuwon. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's Morant outside.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Here's Wade. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Put your hands together, make some noise for your Spurs squad.
Making a switch here. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. 5th on the list, Domantas Sabonis.
One of the hottest players in the league. He's been really sharp from the field recently.
Here's Hardaway. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Elliott passes to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
An eye-popping throwdown. Griffin makes it look so easy when he hangs like that in the air.
Aldridge outside. Pass to Wilkins. Hardaway on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Harper. Hardaway, no good. Spurs trail by 12. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Griffin, a screen on Hardaway. And there's the lob, and Griffin slams it in.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Orlando ahead. They lead by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Griffin is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Harper, and it's Wade in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Orlando with the rebound. George, right side. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Pass to Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Spurs trail by 13. Wilkins with a rebound. Cunningham on the wing. We've played just over a minute here in the fourth. George outside. 4-3. George with another miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Boy, look at the big guy getting tricky. Drummond doesn't waste a chance to get creative at the rim. That's pretty impressive for a big guy.
George outside. Out to the right wing. Drummond grabs the miss. For San Antonio, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Wade. And the deficit down inside single digits. Wade's got 22 points.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now Cunningham. And here's Sabonis outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Griffin's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Marion passes to Harper. Here's Wade. Clock at 6. Pass to Marion. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Orlando with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out left to the wing. Wilkins pass to Olajuwon. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, great body control that time by Olajuwon. Really hard to knock him off balance.
Griffin right side. And the layup is good off the glass.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Cunningham passes to Wilkins. George outside. Right at the free throw line. Good. 20 points for him.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Pass to Wade. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. Wade. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And no luck that time either.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Pass to Kemp. George outside. And that one drops for him. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Here's Marion. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
There's the screen. George, right side. Cunningham looking around. Shoots over Harper, and Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
To the inside. Griffin in the post, and it's rejected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Wade. Connects on the 17-footer. Wade's got 10 points in just the second half.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Pass to Kemp. Back to Cunningham. George outside. The The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
George is so smart, so crafty on the dribble. He's just got an excellent way of controlling the ball and his body as he's dribbling.
Pass to Wade. Ooh, it's stolen away. George outside. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for George.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Here's Wade. Five on the clock. Wilkins with a rebound. Wilkins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3. George has got 27 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Harper passes to Marion. Here's Wade. The 11-footer hits the front of the rim and out.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Spurs trail by 16. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Kemp, the pass to George. Orlando moving the ball around. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Marion. Here's Harper. And he drives in. Intercepted. Here's Wilkins. Rebounded by Marion. Marion's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. From deep, Harper. Kemp with a rebound. Magic leading by 19. Here's George. Off the mark with a little step back Jay. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Griffin passes to Harper. Here's Wade. To in the cold spell. Rebound by the Magic. Wilkins has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Kemp. Here's Wilkins. George outside. Shoots. Orlando again missing. Spurs trail by 19. Griffin passes to Abdul-Rahim. Kemp with a rebound. Now here's Cunningham. Tipped. Here's Harper. He's watched by Cunningham. Beyond the arc. It's tipped. Out of bounds. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Timeout called, the Spurs. They're down by 19. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Edwards is checked in for Orlando. Hardaway comes in for Cunningham. Let's take a moment to check out our player of the game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason.
Marion!
1:41 left in the final quarter. Here's Wade, 6 on the shot clock. He got it! Hardaway with it.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Magic.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
It's been a one-sided matchup. They took the right approach in this season series, finishing with a 2-0 record against San Antonio.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
A line change here for Orlando. Magic leading by 20. And here's Cunningham. Here's Wilkins. Misses the baby hook. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Moran against Cunningham. Pass to Wilkins. 5 to shoot. Now here's Sabonis. Second chance shot, and it's blocked.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
Here's Wade. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.